Alright, and we're back on the Mana Symbol channel. We're going to play a little bit of Emry Affinity. It's like Mono Blue Affinity. So this one is, this one's not running any main deck removal, which may prove to be a bit problematic in the format, but we'll soon find out. So we've got Emry, Lurker of the Loch, Thoughtcast, and Thought Monitor here, as well as Arcbound Ravager. Which Arcbound Ravager is not often seen in these decks at the moment. But the idea here, I think, is that Emry is going to be a very powerful centerpiece to your deck that a lot of opponents aren't really ready for. And if they have to either overcommit removing the Emry, then your swarm of creatures will get them, or vice versa. Yeah, and then we've got 8 Thoughtcast effects, Thoughtcast and Thought Monitor. So we have a lot of ability to recoup the cards. This is a version that's going to want to explode really, really crazy early. And the way to win is going to be juggling Cranial Platings or Arcbound Ravager counters, and then recurring stuff with Emry. We do have Blinkmoth Nexus in 2 copies in the mana base, which is different than a lot of the versions. Playing a full 4 Glimmervoid, which seems kind of sketchy. Probably... I would probably prefer to play a different land setup, but I'm willing to give this a shot. If this blows up in our face, I think we swap the Glimmervoids for some number of the colored tap lands, blue-white in this case, based on the main deck at sideboard, or Treasure Vaults, since we're maxed out on Darksteel Citadel already. So we don't have any of the 4/4s for 7, so... yeah, we'll take a look at this one. We'll see what happens. Why Blinkmoth over Inkmoth? I think because we're more likely to have the opponent low on life total. And, sorry, you need 2 more blue sources. What? Pardon? I need 2 more blue sources? You need 14 if you're expecting to play your blue spells on turn 1 every time, but we've got 4 Springleaf Drums that theoretically can help make up the difference, unless you were counting the Springleafs. Yeah, we're on 12. I think the idea with these decks, you can counting the Springleaf Drum. Sure, I guess we're just supposed to gamble. Like, seriously. For Saga to grab Springleaf. I mean, that's incredibly slow. But, yeah. And then by that point, we've probably drawn one anyway. And, like, we have tons of colorless spells to cast in the meantime while we're in the waiting room. I think we just roll with it and see if it ends up being a problem. Like, these are kind of aggressive high variance decks a little bit. And if we're light on blue and that becomes super problematic, then that's definitely something we need to pay attention to. So yeah, Blinkmoth over Inkmoth, I think, because we're more likely to have the opponent low and low on life total, and then Inkmoth can pick up an equipment and kill someone for like a hit of like 6, let's say, versus hitting them for infect for the first time, for poison counters for the first time in a game doesn't do anything. So... Alright, let's do it up. Gruul Hardened Scales on Soda Man. Yeah, that's the thing, Batagaboosh, is like... Thought Monitor is not likely to be a turn 1 cast ever. So I think we ship this one. Mostly because it's just like clunky. Better. Not good, but better. Keep this one bottom as Citadel. And we've got Bauble if we need to. No, I know you were Batagaboosh. I just, It's just, this is one of those decks where it's like, it's not like we're trying to cast Esper Sentinel on turn 1. right? It's not like we're trying to cast a Ragavan on turn 1. Ah. Monkey. Bad news. Springleaf Drum. Good news. Okay. Interesting pre-combat sequence, I guess. So they burned all the potential mana they could have to Ragavan something off my deck, which is nice, I guess. On the negative side, we lose the Arcbound Ravager here, so I have no potential blocker this turn. Unless I draw something. But we're getting Ornithopter. Rats. I really would have liked that. Yep. Rats. And they flick the DRC. Oh no, the attrition deck is attritioning us. I think I can cast this Thought Monitor next turn, though. So that's something. I think I can. No, I can't. Can I? I need one more artifact. Or one more mana. They exile the Saga. Well, that's fine. This deck has like 12 non-artifact lands, though. That can't be right. Okay, that I can definitely cast. Unfortunately, they haven't had to play any removal yet, so they... Okay, well... Alright, don't bolt my Blinkmoth or heat it. Perfect. You should probably eat some small amount of something as long as there's at least an hour before you're supposed to go to bed, Badagaboosh. But it's really up to you. I mean, I do all three at once somehow. Main deck KCOM? Oh, that's not fair. Alright. We had to mulligan against black-red Attrition. And then they're playing main deck Culligan's Command. Ugh. And then they hit my Emry, which they can use on Baubles. Well, it's a good thing I drew this Glimmervoid. Nope. Alright. Going to game 2. So we got Dispatch. And then Soul Guide. And I guess Grafdigger's Cage, but I'm playing Emry, so I don't really want to do that. And then... I don't want Hope of Ghirapur. Pithing Needle's usually pretty bad. Champ's got to be good. It actually probably is. I hate it, but it's probably good. So we can board out some Thopters in this matchup. Spellbomb's usually not particularly good. And one Thoughtcast. No, I want all the draw twos, I think. There's a Ravager. Little light on creatures this way, but I think it'll be okay. Or maybe it's a plating, because Emry kind of tutors them. Alright. So we got the turn 1 Emry, which is almost definitely going to die, but I think that's the deck I signed up to play. So let's go. We can pick up Gigantha on turn 2. I mean, it's what we signed up for, right? I mean, it is, Spider. Like, it's like you with your Reanimator deck. It's like sometimes you do lose to the Graveyard Hate, and that's what you signed up for. I mean, what do you want? You don't want decks that don't lose when they get countered, right? That's not a healthy format. Opponent did mull to 5. So maybe they've got threats but no removal. No. Now they're going to have Thoughtseize. I think you wanted to lead on Blinkmoth? Yeah, I could. I mean, does it matter? Does it matter that Blinkmoth wouldn't have Summoning Sickness on 2? What am I going to do with that? Ding them for 1? I mean, I guess I could, but... Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's okay, JJD Airplane. I also was making mistakes, so... They binned a Kroxa off their Dragon's Rage Chandler. Annoying. It's a technically correct play that doesn't matter. Yeah. No, but this the artifact land sets me up better for drawing a Thoughtcast earlier. Right? I think. So I'm not even sure you're correct. Right, but the thing I might be doing might be an affinity card, right? In which case, having the extra artifact in play is really good. The pile of removal deck has a pile of removal. So if we save the Ornithopter now, it means I still might be able to play Gigantha next turn. This also makes it less likely for them to have another piece of removal here. So I could boot up Blinkmoth, block DRC, and then tap to buff it. But It's very unlikely for that to work out. Oh, they flipped it anyway. Alright, no problem. I would like them to put Lurrus in hand, although... oh my god! Oh my god. Their mull to 5 already doesn't matter, because they flipped the Crocs into their graveyard and they drew Kolakit's Command. Alright. Yeah, I'm off it. Let's go next match. Yeah, I mean, they're also just playing an infinitely brutal matchup for the matchup. Deck for the matchup. Like there's just like there can't be I don't know if there is a better matchup or worse matchup for this deck, better matchup for them than our version of Affinity. Well, I think the black-red Lurrus... Oh, I'm not feeling it either, Fran, but I love Emry very, very much. So, There's no way in the world I couldn't try this deck because I love Emry, and if one game I get to, like, Emry out of Thought Monitor, it's, like, it makes the whole league worth it. As I responded to Sodek, some of us like to go 2-3 with Emry. I do think that this version with some number of spell skites might be something to try. I don't know if it'd be good, but it's something to try. Feels like a strictly worse version of what we played before. Again, I don't I don't know if I need people to tell me that this is almost definitely worse than the good versions of Affinity. We play Lurrus Affinity trading Monitor for the cat. No way. You can't play Affinity, like you wouldn't. I mean, I guess this version's not playing Frogmite or any of the 7 drops, so I guess so. And then you could play the white creature. The good one. I'm not as spiky as him. I can be. I'm just like what I stream is not entirely to pick the best decks at all. Not even close. That has never been an intention of this channel. It's what people are playing and just pick it up and just check it out. Because there are people who are even less informed or like there are people who see a whole bunch of decks in the 5-0s and they think they're all equally good. Casting Lurrus seems really hard with this. Well, this version of this deck, yeah. You could build a version where it would be a lot easier and you'd play the Ingenious Smith. Ingenious Smith is the creature you want to play with a Lurrus Affinity deck with Cranial Platings. And you probably play Stoneforge Mystic. But then you can't play Emry. And so... yeah, but you also... This version run Ozlith. No, it doesn't. Though I agree that the Esper Sentinel and Aether Sworn Canonist. Yeah, opponent's playing Delver. We have a very real shot here. So we go Saga, Ravager. No Chariots, Ren and Sevens, or Epiphanies. Don't be so sure, Robco. But at least the nice thing about all those cards is they are on a much lower power level. I think our opponent was supposed to Bauble on our turn to do the Bauble trick properly. They got paid off for it, but... because they had a fetch land, but did they Bauble before the fetch land? No, because they were going to play a Delver. Yep. Yeah, exactly, because that's exactly what the plan we're on. All right, this is looking like a fair match. It's looking some quality Magic the Gathering here. I'll take the hit. I could go all in on the Ornithopter, but I just wasting Bauble with what value with Bauble for no reason, even without fetch. Yeah. No, I know, but then they had to bauble on my turn to do that, right? And they didn't. They baubled on their turn. Right? You're supposed to, if you've got a Delver and you bauble yourself on your opponent's turn, then you see the top card, and if it's not an instant or sorcery, you can draw it first and have a higher percentage chance of flipping your Delver. So I think we go attack with Ravager. And if they block, we put the Spellbomb counter on it. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. That's all I was commenting on, is that they had the opportunity to do like the Delver Mishra's Bauble trick that is the reason to play Delver and Bauble together. Yeah, but that's fine. It's a very micro decision-y play that people won't find on their own. They need someone to teach them about it. Like, most players would never find that. I don't think. Yeah, it's tough with Delver getting outclassed. They didn't flip their channelers. That is good. Manamorphose. Am I about to get Phoenix DRC Delvered? I'm ready. Well, you can. You just like you need someone to teach you how to be better, because like you're not going to discover those on your own. I wouldn't think. If you want to play a deck as crappy as but like one of the things is like maybe they don't have anyone they know to ask, or I can't imagine that the Delver community of Modern is very like forthright about all the tips. I don't think there is one, right? All right, so we're going to get hit for 9. But then we're getting a Shadowspear. Uh-oh. There are dozens of Delver. I'm just saying they're not organized, freak. I'm just saying they're not organized. Yeah, yes. If someone watching this wants to play Delver, I mention it in every time I played Delver in Modern, and I always screwed it up. They're gonna bolt my Ravager? Sure. Delver players are rogues by nature? I thought they were insects. Yeah, we'll just make this as big as possible, put the Shadowspear on it. You got what I need. Please say it's just a friend. They don't start out as insects. Wait, I can't equip the Shadowspear when I've done this way, huh? I'll probably be fine, right? I've got a Thought Monitor that I can definitely play, and I definitely mathed it out. Yeah, we'll be fine, right? I play Delver in Legacy, though. So you're playing in the format where it's bad, but slightly less worse. There's a decent Delver Discord. They have the same problems as Legacy Delver. The Delver's not the best one-drop anymore. Yeah, that makes sense. Again, I was about to say Vapor Snag, and I was like, no. All right. So they need literally one more point of damage. And I'm dead. Because I got greedy with the second construct. Do they not have it? Or are they just waiting until post-combat? Yeah. I've seen the Delver lists in Legacy that play one Delver. You should call it one Delver. Or, sorry, two Delvers. Sorry, they played two Delvers. They had the Bolt? Goodness gracious. What a draw. Alright, I punted that game. I just got randomly distracted for no good reason and decided to play badly. Good. Not good. Not good. Not great. We need more Boomer Zoomer splits. Yeah, life total control is Zoomer burn. The problem is the person who... Oh, I don't want Needle. I want Soul Guide Lantern. That was... I misgrabbed it. Because I want to shut off the DRCs. This is not a Zach original. I found this in the 5.0 dump. I think you want to cut Emry's. Not a shot. I'm never cutting Emry in any of the games we're playing in this league. Not once. No, I'm not cutting Emry. We're never cutting Emry. We're never ever cutting Emry. I don't even care if it's correct. It's not happening. It's absolutely never happening. I'm not doing it. I will not trim one. No, because you need to draw two. Etched Champion is unnecessary here. They're not going to block. The problem is this deck's not playing Spellskite to protect the Emry. But anyway, the problem with Boomer Burn and Zoomer Burn is life total control was created by Aspiring Spike when he was just waxing metaphorical about the potential of the burn deck being upgraded. And he committed to the bit of oh, my chat can't accept me playing something like this that isn't control. So what do I do? So he just called it life total control. It's Zoomer Burn. If anyone else had made it, it probably would have ended up being called Zoomer Burn. But because of the specific person who created it and the specific day they made it, and it's like Grixis Death Shadow just plays both Luris and Dress Down now. You don't call it Dress Down Shadow anymore. You don't need to. It's just Grixis Shadow now. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense too, Pelican Man. That makes sense too. I wasn't super hooked in on the day it happened. Gingerbrute Gamer. They're playing white? Oh god, I'm gonna get wear-teared, aren't I? If this Saga starts going off this early, we're gonna win this game, but... Yeah, I mean, both are probably true, but... Okay. Worn Torn? Nah, not today. Not today, Satan! They went top, top. Eep! You don't like to see that. Yeah, that's it's a very weird rules quirk, Thunderwunk. I mean, I'm gonna call it a quirk, but you're right. Yeah, it's strange and hilarious. So we don't get to play Emry here, but that's okay. We think of Hazoret and Nahiri Boom. Why? Just as like a random way to close the game when you're low on cards in hand against like most people don't have removal that can kill it anyway, other than Prismatic X4. Hazoret's too small. It's a 5/4 haste. Bauble's looked quite bad in the deck. It's in here for Emry. Oh my god, brutal. And we don't have a Springleaf Drum. Yes, Bauble is bad in Affinity if you're not playing Emry, but we're doing the Emry deck, we're trying to do the Emry thing. This deck should probably be playing Urza, and it should probably be closer to Canada Man's Mono Blue Urza deck that I 5-0'd with. But I wanted to believe that this version was worth checking out and attempting. Arcbound Ravagers look bad in this deck too. Blinkmoth Nexus has looked bad in this deck too. Glimmervoid and Spire of Industry have looked bad in this deck too. Because everything about this deck has looked bad because we haven't won any games. Like, nothing about this deck has been good, consistent, or powerful. No, you can want to win all you want. It's just like, I agree with you on all these points, but it's just like, we can win. We just we're just not playing a good deck for it. But I was interested in it because it 5-0'd, and I was wondering if there was something I wasn't seeing. So let's try to see what we haven't seen, and just let the game go. Let the games go as they're supposed to, and stop criticizing the cards before we're able to find a game where any of them are relevant. We just want to win while playing Bauble? I don't want to win while playing Bauble. I want to win while playing Emry, and Bauble is one of the best cards to play with Bauble. No, the other way around. Bauble is one of the best cards to play with Emry. I can't argue with the Kappa. Can't argue with the Kappa. Yes, I'm aware you're trolling me. Like, look at the deck we're losing to. How you doing, freak? Like, look at these lands. We only have one artifact land in play. This construct should be a 5/5 at minimum. Think that... Wait, what? Thunderwunk. You're watching while being on the treadmill. And you hate running. Fair. It's easier to type in Twitch chat on a stationary bike. Well, fuck. Fair enough. Well, take it out. Take it away. All right. Tap it, tap it, tap. They have another Unholy Heat on top. You've got to be kidding me. Fuck. Oh my god, why? Are they playing Murktide? They are, aren't they? Oh my god. Yeah. Well, we boarded in the dispatches. And Soul Guide Lantern. Oh, they turned off their DRC. Uh-huh. Alright. Done. Done. The better player won here? Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, no problem, freak. I should go with the tagline of the Mana Symbol channel, playing the worst decks of the 5-0 so that you don't have to. It's okay, just play the previous version I played with Spellskite. That deck was good. No Stiffy Johnson? I don't think so. It is a good niche to be in. Well, and like, I know when I see like a bad Titan deck that like Fran's just gonna roast it, so I don't need to talk about that one. And I usually don't play them. Like, I'm not the person to call what's bad in those decks. So for those interested, this is not the original Urza deck. This one has Karn the Great Creator in it, which I think is a misstep. I think Karn Great Creator makes this deck worse. Although I would be interested in trying like 2 Karn Scion of Urza. I mean, I'm on the draw, right? Do the hands get better in this deck, or do they always just get worse? Now we don't have a blue source. Well, Scion's really good if you're in an artifact deck. Like, the token's popping out at, like, mega maxi size. Mods get him for posting links. They have no power here. We're against zombies. Maybe my Thopter will block for a turn. Nope. Oh, that's a sick draw. Maybe the zombie deck isn't playing infinite early removal. Oh, we got Pithing Needle for their bombardment? Which I'm assuming they're playing. Okay, so let's pass the turn, upkeep the Bauble, because I do not want to get Inquisitioned off my Thought Monitor. Maybe we found a deck we can beat. At least one game. I just want one game, opponent. I just want to take one game off you. I can't remember what the setup was in Detroit Rock City of like, that would be as unlikely as Kiss recording a disco song. Look at camera, wink. But that was... No, I mean, I deserve this. I had hope. I had hope for a brief moment, and I deserve this. I deserve it. Oh my god. What disco did they record? This one, Roy. This one. The one you're listening to right now. Yeah. The Kiss song in question is I Was Made for Loving You. The crazy thing is, with 0 cards in their hand, we might be able to play through here. So I'm not blocking Mayhem Devil, because the zombie token sacks at the end of combat, gets to deal 1 damage off the Mayhem Devil. And yes, this is disco. I mean, it's close enough that Kiss was kind of, at the time, Kiss was kind of roasted for like going commercial, I believe. For selling out such as it was. Honestly, though, maybe I'm supposed to trade it for the Mayhem Devil because... No, I'm supposed to trade it for the Mayhem Devil. And so we're not going to block here because if they have a fetch land, they can kill my construct? No, I can just block here for no risk, right? Basically. Is that Gene Simmons, freak? I can't remember who that is. Sounds like it could be Gene Simmons or David Bowie. David Bowie? Maybe. Oh, I can be of some assistance. Ah, Zoolander. Movie for the ages. So now we just Shadowspear up and win, right? Pull the classic Saga deck trick. Oh, they get to ping something. Yeah, it sounds like his kind of. So we go to 16. Then we take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Taking at least 9, but that's fine. This is still the best strip club song. Britney Spears is toxic. It's got, I guess it's got the right vibe. Like, if you're hearing it, like, in crappy speakers that are pointed at the walls, it's kind of muffled. It's already kind of muffled. So, we've got a Needle in the deck already. I can't believe we recovered getting blown out by that Fury. We want Etched Champion here for sure. We don't need Hope. I want Speaker blown out. It kind of already sounds like that though, right? Yeah, we're Etched game in this game. I'm into it. $2 stake night. I think this is the matchup where we cut Emry, finally. Because if they just start looping stuff with... No, you know what? No way. No. Sticking to my guns here. Guns stuck to. Yeah, we won a game, exactly. Oh my god. Freak, I really enjoy that you have become a part of this channel. Because I needed the statement, if you want the full rodeo. So do you want the full rodeo, or what are we doing? I can't do like the gruff mom voice for the Dead-Eyed Stripper because it's got to be like, it has too much character. Yeah, this deck is meant to be very much less aggressive, Mr. Fringe. I'm not really... I think there's a lot of very questionable choices that's making it very difficult to appreciate the parts of this deck that are supposed to work. But I see the purpose of the cards in the deck. I think the answer, Herd of Meese, is neither. I don't think that's the kind of full rodeo that Freak's friend there was talking about. I guess Doomwake went off early tonight? I was trying to figure out why everyone else has bigger audiences than usual. Okay, so we go Saga, Springleaf Drum, Emry. Oh, but I can't Thoughtcast after, right? No, I can. Yeah, I can. No, I can't. Shit. That's fine. If Emry forces a piece of removal out of them, it's better. I'm probably going to start playing some Creativity Freak, but I'm not like super committed to it. I should be testing for Saturday where I'm playing in paper. But I could be done after this one because this deck is it's pretty something. So I'm obviously not blocking here. And I'm sure they have something horrible they're going to get to punish me with because of that, but... Yep. 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 Is the champion foil? No. I don't think so. So, play Etched Champion this turn. Because a 4/4 doesn't even matter. Play Memnite to eat up a Bombardment and play the Thoughtcast off of it. Probably should have sequenced this differently, but I'm not going to worry about it. Oh! Well, there's that. So we just do that now. Yeah. I got it, Alacartes. I got it. It's not rocket surgery up in here. I got it, buddy. I got it. Yeah, that's good because it means I get to get the Shadowspear next turn. And then we 2-0 Zombardment. Okay, well, it's a good thing we still have this Etched Champion. No, it's fine, Freak. I'll just start playing a Creativity League, and then if I get tired of it and you're up, then I'll pass it off to you. No problem. Take your time, buddy. But now they've used the prismatic ending that they could have had for the Shadowspear. Alright, go ahead, opponent. Sphere will probably win this game? I assume so. I mean, Etched Champion is kind of, like, I can't see them having an out for this, right? I just don't think they have one. And it's very difficult for them to shrink this construct enough to have a reasonable shot at killing it. They can deal 4 damage directly to me per turn right now. But once I start being able to attack with this construct, it's not going to matter. This is prismatic for 1. Oh! Okay. Oh, that's annoying. Well, I see why they did it. I see why they did it. Like, but if we draw a Cranial Plating, then it's just going to be over. Or an Arcbound Ravager. So we actually have a lot of draws. They're going to bother killing my Thought Monitor, I suppose. Grow the Carrion Feeder. Oh, they have a second Gravecrawler. Okay, I think I fire off the Bauble here. They have Alpine Moon on top. Well, at least we're forewarned. Yikes. Can't make any forward progress at the moment, though. Just kind of frustrating. We just have to wait for the Cranial Plating. That's all there is to it. I love that they immediately had a prismatic ending for my Needle, and they had the second one. It's rough. Rough stuff. But they played their... They built the deck correctly for a reason. Like, they know what they lose to. Well, yeah, but the Construct's also a problem, Alacartes, and the Etched Champion's a problem, whereas now they can just deal 4 damage directly to my face per turn. And I can't attack profitably through that, so that's a 4-turn clock. It gets way faster if they pick up 1 more land. So I get it. I see what they're doing and why. Dreadhorde Butcher, sure. Last card in their hand is Alpine Moon, which they're not going to play until I play a Saga, I guess. But that's fine. Because it was going to gain me life every time they did it, planar T. Yeah. So I take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They could do 9, 10, 11 this turn. Oh, I guess they could have done 2 damage per turn. Yeah, they could have done extra 2 damage per turn. You're right. Yeah, they should have been doing that. Okay, now I have to attack with Etched Champion. And then we play Jegantha. Jegantha could chump block the Carrion Feeder. Yeah. Top card of their deck is Geralt's Messenger, so we're very, very, very dead if I don't draw Cranial Plating or similar. Alright. I don't know if this is enough, but it's certainly going to help. Asking you shall receive. That's biblical. Just try it easy. I don't know if this is actually good enough, but it's sure looking good. They should definitely ping down my Memnite. They did not. Alright. That might be a big deal. Might not matter at all. So we're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think we're very dead no matter what. But they have to be able to do it, the math. I haven't counted, but that Memnite might have been untapped. Oh, sure. I assumed they were going to kill it before I hit them. Why'd you... Because it was going to die. Because it was going to die. I just assumed they were going to make the right play and make me gain less life. Although, I guess it reduces the damage they deal the next turn. So, I misplayed it. I got too big brain, and I assumed it was correct for them to kill the Memnite. Yes, I understand now. I didn't actually remember that the crawlers don't have haste. I kept thinking that they were, like, bloodgassed for some reason. Yeah, they can't mess this up. All right, going to game 3. Yeah. No, I screwed up there. I fully admit it. Let's get these dispatches in here. Did not think that game was going to go that way. We have Needle. We could bring the second Needle, though. Yeah, second needle is probably not useful because they did get the first one. Cage? So, yeah, probably. It's actually probably better than Soul Guide Lantern because the way their deck works, Soul Guide Lantern is actually really poor against them. So we're probably better set up for game 3 anyway now. Also blocks Undying. You mean the Memnite? No, because the yes it does. Yes. Grafdigger's Cage blocks Undying. Absolutely. All right, sketchy hand, kinda, but I will keep it. I really hope we don't get like turn to Alpine Moon. Woof. So if we get Furied here, I guess I'd rather play Ravager. I would like to not be Furied out of the zombie deck, please. Every game we've played so far, I feel like Arcbound Ravager would have been just better as Spellskite in this deck. This week, I mean, Affinity's been a deck since MH2 came out. Just hasn't been a very good deck. Now we get post-combat Furied. They're going to use their mana for something because they didn't push an extra point. All right. Oh my god! That's not how that card works. All right. That we finally put a Ravager into play to do something, and I immediately punted so badly that game was unwinnable. Oh. Fuck. Oh my god. Alright, well, we took a game off Bombardment, but I couldn't beat them curving out perfectly every game, and then me obviously tilting off the face of the earth and just oh my god. I just wasn't paying enough attention, and it just pushes right through. It just lets you make that misplay. Oh, great. We found a deck where we want to go fast on this version of Affinity. Oh, I can take it all, Fran. I can take it all. All right, this is what, our third turn 1 Emry of the league. So maybe this time it'll do something. But I doubt it. That is not the card J.K. Torporg is supposed to be playing. Oh, he's on Calibrated Blast. Well... So we name Mishra's Factory with this. I assume. That's how you know you're in tune with Modern. Name Mishra's Factory when you see this set up. There, he's going to have the turn to Scion. Yeah, of course. Well, I've got infinite Thopters to block that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I could just play Thought Monitor from my graveyard. But I think I'd rather have the Construct token this turn. In fact, I know I would. Because it's going to get really big and pick up a Shadowspear and just win this game for us single-handedly. Good old Infinite Thopter build, yeah, exactly. Double Scion of Draco. I'll never be able to beat that. Piranha Marsh. Oh, yeah. Tap lands in your turn 3 combo deck. I'd love to see it. Okay, so I have a land. I'm getting Shadowspear, so probably we just get it equipped this turn. Plus I can use my mana for other stuff. Yeah. Thought Monitor. Now we get to Thought Monitor every turn because they're going to be attacking and we get to block with it. Emry did stuff. So here we go. Soul Guide for the Blasting Graveyard, Flusterstorm. Oh, Hope of Ghirapur is hilarious here. Although it doesn't actually stop the blasts. Man is killing these bars. He's spitting on the rocks. I'm the best. We playing chess. Oop, not that one. This one. Again, we have this problem. 3 lands in hand. None of them are artifacts compared to the other builds we were playing. Yeah, this has felt like a significant step down. Okay, without the turn 1 Emry, we might be in trouble, though. I made the technically correct sequence there, but we don't have Frogmites to pay it off. Also, this hand, not gonna do it. Oh no, Sunscorched Desert. The blast could be lethal right now. Oh, he's doing it. Not quite. I gotta find a blocker right meow. Oh, I have one, but... What is Nick All-Stars? But yeah, we can raid Lizzie for that. Oh, I already had Hope. So I think if I draw Shadowspear, we could actually get out of this pretty quickly. The new Smash clone from Nickelodeon? Neat. Oh, hold on. Do it right. Do it right, Zach, for the love of Christ. I'm at 2. Ah! Someone give me the D colon. Oh no. This can't fail to kill me. Only 4 was good enough. Thanks for the follow there, Ben Big Card. Thanks God with the shotgun. It's my favorite emote. It's my favorite global emote, I guess. Die colon. Psh, Roy, come on now. Alright, it's fine. Well, this has a plan. It's not a good plan, but the colon the. Yes, German for the colon the. Alright, let's needle the Bloodstained Myers and pray. No, it's Mishra's Factory all the way. Right? We haven't seen one for... Let's go to the Bloodstained. Let's just try to high roll this. It's your favorite deck to lose to in Modern? It's usually pretty quick, so that ain't not bad. Of course, it aired Mesa. Cranial Plating's a draw. It's a pretty good clock. Smash. Go, Memnite. Scroll! It's like the little, was it the baby head on the little spider robot from Toy Story? Crap. Well, suppose this is what I deserve. 5, yeah? Memnite Shyamalan. That's a new one. So they can't kill me with a blast this turn unless they play a land that does damage. So we don't block with Thopter here, I don't think, because next turn, even if I don't find a land, I can equip the Shadowspear. Audithan Worm, Audishan Worm is it 16? No, it's 15. That's what I thought. Yeah, we'll take the 4. Okay. We'll draw a blue source, right? Oh, Thopter's about as good as we can get. I guess I could go Springleaf and try to win the game that way. I mean, Emry sets me up infinite blocker starting next turn. Say infinite. But I can trade for one of the Scions now. We probably pull out of this game better that way than trying to, like, YOLO the Shadowspear here. I don't think the Spear is better. So if I get Spear now, I equip to Ornithopter and I attack, then I take 8, and if they blast me, I die. So it's... I don't think it's appreciably better. If I go for Emry, it means I'm holding back both Thopters. I can move the... Yeah, They have 2 4/4 flyers. If I'm attacking with Thopter, they can just take the hit and then crack me back for 8. I have a Thopter, so it's actually 4. I think I end up with more time off the Emry. But I guess I do put them on a 2-turn clock. I mean, they block this turn, they kill the Thopter. And then next turn I go put both of them on another creature. But it's not lethal. Don't I gain 7? Yeah, maybe it is enough. Yeah, it's probably enough. Let's pedal to the Metal Commander. I still have Blinkmoth. Yeah, you're probably right, Freak. Yeah, they can't attack with both Scions now. Yeah. Problem is I don't actually have enough mana to equip. But the plating alone should be enough. I'm not blaming anyone if I lose. If I lose, I lose. It's not a problem. So we equip the Memnite. They have to block it. Then we equip the Ornithopter. So I should equip the Thopter first, because Memnite ends up being more damage afterwards. But they don't actually have to block this turn, because it's not going to be lethal, most likely. Yeah, that's... I mean, that would be... We'll check afterwards while such Doge if we could have been that lucky. Yep. Okay, taking 15. I'm at 8. If they have one more land, they could flash it back. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not even lethal. Oh, but it means they can't take this, because then they couldn't fetch. Oh, we did get a Bloodstained. Oh. I should have equipped the Thopter this turn, then. That's on me. But I guess, yeah, whatever. Kind of 6 of one, half a dozen the other. I just love that this deck is playing so many blue sources compared to the other ones, and hasn't we haven't been able to draw them ever. I think this deck is playing like twice as many blue sources as the other one, and we're not able to hit them. There was no point in them not blocking there unless they have another creature, right? No, and it's been worse, Freak, because the lands haven't been contributing to the team. Yeah, he's dead here unless he's got something. He should have blocked last turn. Now I think it didn't matter, but... All right, we might have a 2-3 this league, but honestly, I think I'm going to give this win away to this person, because I just don't think I can win a match with this deck, other than that one. So I'm just going to give that away and drop the last, just give away the last one. Thanks for the follow there, Tanned Asian. That is our 2000s follower, I believe. So, yeah, I think this deck... I think the Glimmervoid should be the tapped blue-white land. Or Spire if you're really paranoid about damage. Why the scoop? Because I don't think I can win a match with this game, so I'm just scooping out the league. Because you actually were about to go 2-2 or 2-3, right? You had a win? I just don't think I could win another match. So there's no point in us both going 1-4, I don't think. Yeah, sorry about that, A-Rock. I mean, it is what it is. So I think one of the most important things about this deck is Arcbound Ravager has been awful. Arcbound Ravager makes no sense in current forms of Affinity because everything wants you to just count as many artifacts in play as possible. So Arcbound Ravager makes no sense. Beyond the place where I punted with it, but like every time I've had it in play, it seemed incredibly lackluster. I think Blinkmoth Nexus probably should just be another artifact land, and either the Glimmervoids or the Spires should be the enter the battlefield tap ones. Steel Overseer would be better if you want a 2-drop. I don't think so. Just the Sojourner's Companion? Sorry? What are we talking about? So, Arcbound Ravager out, 100%. I think for this kind of deck, I want to play Spellskite to protect Emry and the other creatures and stuff. I think that's what I want to do. If you connect with Ragavan, would it count as an artifact? No. But this doesn't fix the mana problem in any way. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, there's the Springleaf Drums. I was like, what's happening here? I know we have them. Yeah, it needs no more blue and artifact. Well, so I think what we do here is we go Bridge, Razortide Bridge, and then Treasure Vault? Oh, they're all the treasure tokens. Yeah. So we've got the same amount of blue sources as we just did, but with a little bit better. But, yeah, as suggested earlier, this is not enough blue sources. So I think at this point what you should do is, like, cut the treasure vaults for just, like, either blue-white fast lands. No, Spire is a blue source. You have to cut some of the colorless sources. So I think we cut those for, like, blue-white fast lands. You could keep 2 Glimmers. I'd rather just keep the Spires, or you can play Glimmers if you want. I usually hedge towards the... Yes, I know, Tandasian. I usually hedge towards the side of Spire of Industry being better, since you added more indestructible lands. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I mean, it's probably fine. You do it the way you want, and then we'll compare how many games I lost from the points I lost off of Spire. Like, I hate Glimmervoid, especially in the Force of Vigor metagame. Should I be worried? Probably not. Am I? Absolutely. And I think this deck suddenly makes a lot more sense the way it is. I don't think Hope of Ghirapur is worth playing at all. It didn't seem to be. But maybe I'm wrong. My real question is, like, I would love to have seen the league that resulted in that deck being able to 5-0. But regardless of that, if you are in the future and you want to support my content, you enjoyed this video in any way, shape, or form, the crashing and burning or such as it is, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out any of my other videos, and I'll see you there.